G'day guys, Josh here. Welcome to my Algalon Observer Guide. You can see I accidentally killed Algalon, so that sucks, doesn't it? But with Algalon the Observer, so Algalon Observer is a unique encounter where basically you have to kill all four of the hard modes of the keepers right away, and essentially Algalon will spawn here. Make sure you also to even get the disc in the first place, you got to make sure you just defeat either Stormbreaker last or Runebreaker last or an Iron Council. Now with Algalon as well, so Algalon basically transforms arena space into one of the most awesome, cool scenes at the moment. And essentially, basically, he spawns. The tank needs to be top health at all times because of the dual wielding specs that he has and phase punch. Essentially, a tank will get phase punch at 5 stacks and be ported out. Phase punch cannot be immune. So pretty much that tank is gone and the debuff lasts forever. So pretty much the tanks, what you want to do is that probably at 4 stacks you want to have a taunt to make sure that he's at top of threat. So when the initial tank gets phase punched, the other tank will take over and no one will die in melee range. Now the other tank will last at a black hole for about 10 seconds and that's pretty much it. During the fight as well, essentially there'll be 4 collapsing stars that pop outside the room. Basically you're gonna have 1 or 2 range DPS assigned to killing it, given the fact that Algalon has a 6-minute enrage time. So basically you want everyone onto the boss while the range deal with the ads. Now, while 1 or 2 range deal with the ads, generally a hunter is probably the best at it, given the fact that a hunter can quickly switch from DPS an ad to DPSing a boss. And also, they can just put their pet on it. So basically what you want to do is you want to have 1 or 2 range DPS kill a collapsing star immediately, and everyone get topped up, then kill the next collapsing star, and everyone topped up, and kill another collapsing star. Now, during this phase, there's also Cosmic Smashes, which target 3 people if you are on 25, and 1 person if you're on 10 man. On 25, all you want to do with the Cosmic Smashes is that have that person who has got the Cosmic Smash and basically move away from the raid altogether, which will deal the minimum damage. Basically, Cosmic Smash does more damage the closer you are to people. Generally, you can have in melee, you can have a melee stack where the person who gets it moves to the left and all the melee moves to the right instead, so it deals little damage in the melee and it can keep you up DPS up time with the boss. For range, just make sure you just move away from the person in general. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And then you can regroup yourselves afterwards. Now, after the collapsing star phases, like when all of them die, basically, leave the last one to die. As I said, the 4th one, once the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd blow up, you leave the 4th one to die by itself because it takes away 1% every 100 seconds or so. You can also speed it up if you want to, but there's no real need to. There'll be 3 constellations that will pop out randomly. Also, not to mention as well, a collapsing star drops a black hole, so be aware of that as well. And there'll be 3 living constellations that will come out. You want to kite the living constellations, if it's fixated on you or if you got it because you're a hunter or anything like that, into the black holes. Now, range, the remaining black hole, you should stay near. And also the tanks, you may want to move the boss near to a black hole, essentially for the purposes of when Big Bang comes out, it allows the melee to get a bit of extra DPS in the boss and get the black hole at the same time. Now, with Big Bang, you need to assign a person to soak every single Big Bang. You need at least 1 person to soak every Big Bang, otherwise he teleports to the other realm and casts Ascents to the Heavens and wipes your raid. So pretty much what you want to do, you want to put, a tank with Sacrifice and other cooldowns in there, and then everyone else just goes in. Either way, the tank needs to pop cooldowns, or, you can pop immunities as well. Some immunities do not work, be aware of that, okay? So bubbles, stuff like that may not work, just be aware of it. You make sure you test it out. There is a full immunity, what works and what doesn't, in the descriptions below for you guys as well, so you know what works and what doesn't. Generally, Divine Protection is a very, very strong cooldown in this, with propped with Divine Guardian, so you definitely want to go through with that as well. Either way, this rinses and repeats until Algalon hits 20%. When Algalon hits 20%, there'll be 4 little void zones that spawn in the room that will non-stop fire ads at everyone. Now, at this stage of the fight, basically you want a tank to group up all the ads, everyone just DPS Algalon balls to walls. Algalon will still cast Cosmic Smash and Big Bang during this thing and Phase Punch, so be aware that the person who's taking the Void Zone tank may be eventually taking the boss. So essentially what you want to be doing is basically just pretty much you probably got about 1 or 2, you got probably about 1 minute or even less to just burn Algalon and fully burn him. You don't have to deal with any of the other mechanics like, constellations or collapsing stars. They are no longer need to be dealt with. It is just pure DPS Algalon, dodge the Big Bang. That's pretty much it. And overall, once it hits 1%, it's the end of the fight. You've killed Algalon. With positioning on that final phase, basically at this point, range and melee should be kind of nearest to each other for AoE heals. But either way, it's just basically burned him and that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it and hope you guys have a great day. See you guys later. Peace out. Bye.